Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Atlantic. Trevor Mader with you here tonight along the Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail. Class 1A Regional Final basketball action is going down tonight, and somebody is going to punch their ticket to the Class 1A Girls State Tournament at the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines next week. It's either going to be Exira, Horn-Kimballton for the sixth time in the better part of the last 15 years and second year in a row, or Stanton for the first time since 1923. Both of these teams, when you look at the KMA Land basketball world this year on the girls' side, these have been two of the top small class teams, maybe the top two small class teams, and they are meeting tonight. They are very familiar with one another, given their matchups over the last couple of years in postseason play, and they've been big ones, they've been fun ones, they've been close ones, but none bigger than this one, as somebody will end the other season, and the other one will move on to the state tournament. For Exira, Horn-Kimballton, it's been another impressive, dominant year for Coach Tom Peterson's team. They come in, they're 22-1 on the year. That one loss came to a Panorama team that's playing in a Class 2A regional final tonight against Nottoway Valley. They've done so with a lot of the same pieces from last year's state semifinalist team, and they kicked off their playoffs to win over Sidney, then beat East Mills to get here. As for Stanton, this is a matchup that's been 365-plus days in the making for the Vi Queens. Their season the last 2 years has ended at the hands of Exira EHK in the regional semifinal round. They returned basically everybody from last year's team. They were motivated. They rolled through the regular season with a 24-0 record. Maybe I shouldn't say roll, because they did have some close games through there. And then in the postseason, started with a dominant win over Orient Maxburg, won a defensive battle against Fremont Mills, and then had to come from behind late to beat Cam last Friday to set up this matchup, and it should be a doozy. It's one of four basketball broadcasts KMA Sports doing today. We had Missouri District boys action wrap up earlier. Now it's time for some fun regional finals. This one here in Atlantic. We've also got Trainer Underwood in Council Bluffs on the KMA Extreme with Derek Martin, and Glenwood Winterset in Class 4A on KMA 960. So Exira, Horn-Kimballton, they're going to roll with Elisa Partridge, Quinn Grubbs, Molly Rasmussen, Shea Burmeister, and Macy M. Garden. As for Stanton, it's Leah Sandin, Brooklyn Silva, Marley Johnson, Abby Burke, and Jenna Stevens. Somebody's going to get a banner at the end of the night. Somebody else's season going to come to a crushing close. We're getting done announcing the lineups right now. We have the anthem coming up here in a moment, so we're going to step aside, and we'll be back for the tip. It's Exira EHK, it's Stanton, it's girls regional final basketball on the Agrivision Equipment Group Tournament Trail on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com.
It's a special oil to keep engines running in off-road conditions, and that special oil is John Deere's Plus 52 engine oil from Agrivision Equipment. It works for tractors, utility vehicles, trucks, and more, and it's 10% off all this month. Plus, while you're stocking up, make sure to ask about John Deere anti-allergen filters with 3 active layers to prevent allergens, mold, and bacteria. Also on sale this month for 15% off. Oil and filters from Agrivision Equipment and agrivisionequipment.com. Offer ends February 28, 2022.
You dream about living in the country? Make your dream a reality with specialized lending from Rural First. Whether you want an acreage to build your dream home or a wide open space for your kids to play, Rural First has the financing to get you closer to what matters. Visit ruralfirst.com. NMLS IDs 407249, 579135, and 628123. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to eligibility and approval.
At the ARC Group, we take a disciplined approach to marketing. We understand that education and experience must be at the forefront of your decision-making process, and we also understand that all farms manage risk differently. This is Tim McGann with the ARC Group. I would like to meet with you, learn about your operation, understand your short and long-term goals, and then together we form a plan to maximize profitability on your farm. Call me at 712-370-3497 or visit us at agrisconsulting.net.
Seeing is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Agrivision Equipment Group and Rural First Lending. Trevor Mader with you here in Atlantic Girls Class 1A regional final action between Stanton and Exira EHK. The winner will play in next week's state tournament. Exira EHK, the home team on the scoreboard tonight. They're the top seed in the region. They're wearing the white jerseys with the maroon numbers. Stanton, technically the road team. They've got their purples with the white jersey numbers. This place is packed on both sides of the gymnasium, and we are ready for some regional final basketball. Macy Emgarden jumping for Exira HK, and Jenna Stevens doing so for the Vi Queens. And we're underway here in this 1A regional final, and the tip is won by Exira HK. Shea Burmeister with it. Now Quinn Grubbs, left side, Molly Rasmussen, three. Bang! Rasmussen, an outside look. She's an outside shooter, and Exira HK a quick start with a 3-0 lead. Loose ball the other way out of bounds. Last touch by Exira HK, so it'll stay with Stanton 16 seconds in. And the Spartans already showing that potent outside threat that they are with the likes of Rasmussen and Grubbs, and they can get Burmeister going out there as well. Here's Johnson, swings it right side, Sandin. Bounce pass Stevens, left side Marley Johnson. Johnson right back to Silva, who gives it to Abby Burke. Burke to Johnson out top of the key. Bounce pass in the lane. Stevens being guarded by Rasmussen. Hands it back off Johnson. Johnson path, then kicks it back out to Stevens, who goes right back to Johnson. Johnson misses the shot. No good. Silva fights for the rebound. It's on the floor. Grubbs comes up with it for Exira EHK. She was able to pull that one away from Brooklyn Silva. And an empty opening possession for Stanton. Exira EHK with it now with Quinn Grubbs out near half court. Bounce pass Rasmussen, right side Partridge. In the lane, Burmeister, right back to Rasmussen to defend a little bit. And Burmeister will dribble around the perimeter. And gives it to Grubbs out of the top of the key. 6:40 left in the first. 3-zip Exira EHK. Long pass, Rasmussen, corner three. It's in and out, no good. Jenna Stevens with the rebound for Stanton. And Johnson brings it across. Here's Sandin long two. Left short. Rebound Grubbs. Nobody there to box out for Stanton. This is what Exira EHK wants to do. They want to run and put you in bad spots. Emgarden on the left wing will hand it off to Burmeister, who dribbles left to right. Now right side Partridge. Right back to Burmeister. Left side Grubbs. They love to swing around the perimeter, either get an outside look with the likes of Rasmussen or Emgarden in the lane, which they do. One dribble, missed shot from her. Marley Johnson gets the rebound. And Stanton brings it across. Johnson up the floor. They call the offensive foul. Elisa Partridge there to draw that one. So the foul on Johnson, that's her first. And Exira HK gets it back. 5:50 left here in the first. They bring it up. Rasmussen on the left side. In the lane, Partridge. And they get it out top. There's a whistle and a foul. And that one is also on Stanton. So second team foul. That's on Jenna Stevens, her first. 5:42 left here in the first. Here's a 8-foot shot, no good from Burmeister. Jenna Stevens with another rebound. They bring it across. Burke on the left side. Back to Johnson. Now to Sandin. Tried to thread the needle to Stevens. It's deflected. It was deflected by Grubbs. Stolen away by Partridge. Now Grubbs, a corner three. It's fouled on the tray, and it's a 6-0 start for Exira HK with a chance to make it 7-0. And that foul on Jenna Stevens, that's her second. And that is not the start that Stanton was hoping for. Here's a free throw from Grubbs, left short. Marley Johnson with the rebound. Stanton brings it the other way. Johnson to Burke. Burke with it on the left wing. Hand it off to Johnson out top of the key. Right side, Sandin. Back to Stevens. Swinging around left side, Johnson. Back out top of the key, Burke. Sandin swings it to Stevens. Double team. She was fouled on the floor before she put the shot up. So first on Exira EHK. That's on Macy Emgarden. Johnson on the inbound, Burke. Burke in the corner. Being guarded by Grubbs. Goes to Stevens just inside the free throw line. Stevens looking for something. Will hand it off to Burke. Burke to Silva. They're just not getting any looks now. Johnson to the hoop. Plays it too strong. And Macy Emgarden with the rebound for Exira EHK. Grubbs to Burmeister. Step on her defender. Makes the extra pass. Grubbs. Three. No good. Brooklyn Silva gets the rebound for Stanton. They've got numbers. They'll bring it across. Stevens to Burke, and they'll slow it down. 4:12 left here in the first. 6-zip. Exira EHK on top. Silva at the free throw line. One dribble. Back out right side. Jenna Stevens, who goes to Sandin, top of the key. Right back to Johnson. Silva, one dribble, hands it off Stevens, left side. To Burke at the top of the key. To Johnson. Back to Silva. Now Sandin, open look, left short. And the rebound is won by Elisa Partridge. Man, Exira EHK's defense is moving and switching really well up to this point. And Stanton's only getting one opportunity. Grubbs to Partridge. It bounced in the lane. Rasmussen kind of bobbled it for a moment. They'll kick it back out. Grubbs. Back to Partridge. Left side. Trying to go to Burmeister. It's out of bounds. If I'm Exira EHK, I try to attack the paint with the force that's Jenna Stevens in there. You know, she's tall. She gets a lot of rebounds. Gets her share of blocks. But she's playing with 2 fouls early on. I might test that a little bit. Put them in a tough spot. So Stanton brings it across. 3:10 left here in the first. Leah Sandin with it on the right wing. Out top to Marley Johnson. 6-zip Exira EHK. Here's Burke. Back to Sandin in the lane. Johnson. Johnson trying to get big. He'll bounce pass it back out to Sandin, who goes to Stevens on the block. Stevens gives it right back to Sandin. Bounce pass Johnson. Back to Stevens. Stevens will drive in on Rasmussen. Gets picked up, double team, so she goes to Silva, who goes right back to Burke. Burke. Sandin traveled. She stepped back, wanted to drive, took the extra step. And another empty possession for the Vikings, and now they will bring Brooklyn Silva out. Riley Burke comes in. Exira EHK will give Molly Rasmussen a little bit of a breather. Hannah Nelson checks into the ball game. 2.5 left here in the first. 6-zip Exira EHK. They got a 3 from Molly Rasmussen to start, and then a 3 from Quinn Grubbs when she was fouled on the follow-through. Now here's Burmeister, a 3. It's in and out. No go. It is good. It rattled out and back in, and Shea Burmeister makes it a 9-0 Exira EHK start. Not the start the Vikings were hoping for, but definitely the start Exira EHK was hoping for. Here's Riley Burke. Will drive in. Now goes to Stevens. Stevens to Abby Burke. 3, that'd be a big one, and it's there. Abby Burke puts the Vikings on the board. 9-3. If nothing else, it lets them just settle in a little bit. Here's Partridge in the lane to Emgarden. At her feet, loose ball on the floor. Bodies fighting for it. Jump ball, and the arrow will stay with, oh no, the arrow will go to Stanton. With 1:43 left here in the first, and Exira EHK will bring Molly Rasmussen back in, give Elisa Partridge a little bit of a breather. Marley Johnson will bring it across. Hands it off to Sandin, who goes to Burke, to Johnson. Johnson right back to Burke. Burke, a dangerous shooter, dribbled it off her foot. Riley Burke gets it, though. Long two for her, no good. Follows her shot, rebound, no good. And that time, Quinn Grubbs there to clean up the boards. And a second chance opportunity comes up empty for Stanton. Here's Quinn Grubbs, corner three, bang! Quinn Grubbs makes it 12-3. We've had nothing but trays in the first 7 minutes of this game. Johnson to Burke. Now here's Riley Burke. She's going to square up and shoot a top of the key three and knock it down. This might as well be a three-point contest early on. Exira HK winning that 12-6. M. Garden on the left side. Back out Rasmussen. Long pass Burmeister. Swings it back over corner. Grubbs, three, left side. Gets the roll again. It was short and bounces in. Quinn Grubbs with 9. That's the lead for Exira HK with 30 left in the first. 15-6. Johnson to the hoop and draws the foul. Marley Johnson will go to the line. She was attacking on Macy M. Garden. So that foul on M. Garden, I believe that's going to be who the guilty party is. It is the second on her and the second on her team. And Marley Johnson with a chance to cut this deficit down. Buries the first one. And now M. Garden will check out. Elisa Partridge will come in. So both bigs. M. Garden for Exira HK. Stevens for Stanton. With 2 quick fouls. And we'll see Coach Dave Snyder sit Stevens for the last 26 seconds of this quarter. You don't want her to go into the second with 3 fouls in her pocket. Brooklyn Silva checks in for them. Marley Johnson misses the second one. Rebound tipped around. Quinn Grubbs chases it down. See if the Spartans play for the final shot of the frame. They're kind of looking like it. Burmeister right back to Grubbs. Down to 10. Back to Burmeister, gives it right back to Grubbs. Rasmussen, long pass, Grubbs, 3 at the horn, no good. It was airballed, and that is how the quarter ends. So 5 threes from Exira HK. The difference right now, they're up 15-7 after 1. Here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com. We'll take a break. Second quarter coming up here in a moment from Atlantic.
Bedford Drug offers more than just your prescriptions. They are now providing immunizations, including flu, pneumonia, and shingles vaccinations. Plus, they offer prescription synchronization for your convenience. Stop in and visit with pharmacist Mike Schweitzer for more information. See their expanded gift selection, too. Convenience, competitive prices, and people willing to help. Just a few reasons that Bedford Drug is the pharmacy with more for you. Get professional and experienced advice on the spot. Bedford Drug on Main Street in Bedford. Takes a special oil to keep engines running in off-road conditions, and that special oil is John Deere's Plus 52 engine oil from AgriVision Equipment. It works for tractors, utility vehicles, trucks, and more, and it's 10% off all this month. Plus, while you're stocking up, make sure to ask about John Deere anti-allergen filters with 3 active layers to prevent allergens, mold, and bacteria. Also on sale this month for 15% off. Oil and filters from AgriVision Equipment and agrivisionequipment.com. Offer ends February 28, 2022.
We go to the second here in Atlantic. It is 15-7. Exira HK leading this Class 1A regional final. They've got the basketball. Elisa Partridge with it on the left baseline. Back out top, Molly Rasmussen. Now to Grubbs. Grubbs has 3 3-pointers already. Burmeister gets it on the left side. Bounces it back out Grubbs. Grubbs in the lane to Rasmussen. Right back out Burmeister. Burmeister had a step on her defender. Will go back to Rasmussen. Grubbs, Partridge. Back to Grubbs. Bobbled it for a moment. Hauls it back in. Now to Rasmussen. Right back to Grubbs. Rasmussen will come out and get it. Left side Burmeister. Partridge, short corner. Hands it back out. Burmeister to Rasmussen. Long 2 from her. No good. Rebound tipped around. Quinn Grubbs gets it. And then Marley Johnson with the hip check gets called for the foul. She was trying really hard to avoid that. But gets called for it, and that's the second on her. So Johnson and Stevens, their 2 leading scorers. already with 2 fouls apiece. Right side to Elisa Partridge. In the lane, Grubbs. Little step back, 15-footer, no good. Marley Johnson with the rebound for Stanton. Vikings trying to make a run. Here's Stanton on a run out. Misses it. Got a little too fast. It's a rebound by Shea Burmeister, and then a timeout taken by head coach Tom Peterson. We'll take a quick 30 with them here on the KMA Extreme, online, KMAland.com.
Dream about living in the country? Make your dream a reality with specialized lending from Rural First. Whether you want an acreage to build your dream home or a wide open space for your kids to play, Rural First has the financing to get you closer to what matters. Visit ruralfirst.com. NMLS IDs 407249, 579135, and 628123. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to eligibility and approval.
Welcome back to Atlantic here on the KMA Extreme, online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader with you tonight. Class 1A girls regional final basketball action. Exira HK leading 15-7. 6:30 left here in the second quarter, and they've got the basketball. Quinn Grubbs will attack. Bounce pass to Partridge, who goes right back to Grubbs. Grubbs drives in, gets by her defender, and lays it in. And Quinn Grubbs with 11 makes it 17-7. Johnson to Burke. Now to Stevens, who's scoreless so far. Burke got behind the defense, lays one in on the pass from Jenna Stevens. 17-9. Exira HK brings it across. Grubbs, right side, Partridge. Back to Burmeister, steps around her defender. Jumper, free throw line, left short. Partridge with the rebound. Out to Grubbs, a three, no good. Partridge, another rebound. And you got to wonder if Stanton happened to play a little timid with the 2 fouls from Stevens and Johnson, if that kind of hurts things. Shot left short. Stevens got the deflection on that. Abby Burke comes up with the rebound for Stanton. But they turn it over the other way. Lisa Partridge gets the steal, and Exira HK's got numbers. Burmeister, though, will pull it out and go to Grubbs' top of the key. In the lane, Nelson threw it away. Johnson gets the steal. Johnson with Grubbs in pursuit. High dribble, lays it in, and Marley Johnson gets her first field goal of the night. 17-11, a little 4-0 spurt for the Vikings with 5 minutes left here in the half. Partridge, long pass to Partridge from Burmeister. Will dribble right to left. Gave it back to Rasmussen, who wasn't really expecting it, but gets it. Rasmussen will bounce. Burmeister, left side three. Bang! 20-11. And when you crash on the inside, Exira HK's got shooters on the outside. That's their 6th of the half. Here's Stevens. She'll square up from downtown. It's wide left and into the hands of Molly Rasmussen on the rebound attempt. To Burmeister. Burmeister will drive in, hands it off. Nelson misses it. Silva gets the rebound for Stanton. 4:13 to go here in the half. Burke with it on the left wing. In the lane, Stevens. Stevens kicks it back out to Silva. Right back to Burke. She'll launch a three. In and out, no good. Johnson gets the rebound. Johnson can't get the shot to go on the putback. And Hannah Nelson comes up with a rebound for Exira HK. The missed opportunities piling up for Stanton up to this point. Down 9. 3:45 to go in the half. Here's Grubbs, right side Partridge. Back to Grubbs, top of the key, being guarded by Sand. It'll go left side Burmeister in the lane. Partridge, it's on the floor. She gets it back. Now Rasmussen with it out top. Right back to Grubbs. 3.5 left here in the half. 20-11, Exira HK. Johnson tried to play the steal. She sends it into the backcourt. But Grubbs gets it. A long pass from Burmeister to Rasmussen. Then they go in the lane. Deflected by Stevens. Right back out to Burmeister, though. And they go back to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back to Burmeister. Now to Grubbs. Grubbs pulls up, fires from inside the lane, and knocks it down. And Quinn Grubbs, to not be denied so far tonight, She's got 13, and it's 22-11. That is now the largest lead of the night for Exira HK. Johnson to Burke off a screen, left side three. They need this in a big way, and Abby Burke knocks it down, and it's 22-14. 2.5 to go. Burmeister, long pass, Partridge to Rasmussen, who hit a three to start the game, only has one since then. Burmeister open three, it goes. Exira HK is knocking down threes left and right. That is their 7th of the half, 25-14. Stanton was trapped. Coach Dave Snyder has to take a timeout to avoid the 5-second call. We'll take a quick one with them. 1:58 left here in the half, 25-14, Exira HK.
For over 25 years, Chat Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
Welcome back to Atlantic here on the KMA Extreme. Trevor Mader with you tonight. Girls Class 1A Regional Final. It is 25-14. Exira HK leading Stanton. Stanton basketball coming out of the timeout. Marley Johnson will get the inbound. Left side to Burke. Now here's Jenna Stevens. Turns to the hoop. Tough shot, no good. Good defense by Molly Rasmussen there and gets the rebound out of that. Rasmussen drawing the defensive assignment on Stevens. Grubbs thought about squaring up. Will dribble. Now she'll launch one. It's good. Quinn Grubbs cannot miss. She's got 16, and it's 28-14. Quinn Grubbs outscoring Stanton in her own regard. There's Sandin right side to Stevens. Stevens being guarded by Rasmussen. Dribbles it off her foot. Loose ball on the floor. Jump ball saves Stanton the possession. With 1:09 left here in the half. On the inbound, it was deflected, and they're saying it was deflected and then it hit the back of the basket, so it's out of bounds. And it stays with Stanton. 1:08 left here in the half. On the inbound, they go to Stevens. Stevens being guarded by Rasmussen. Gets the shot. That is Jenna Stevens' first points of the night at 28-16. Grubbs brings it across. Goes to Partridge. To Grubbs. Long pass, Emgarden. To Burmeister. Now they swing it around Rasmussen. Behind her, she fumbles it for a moment. Loose ball on the floor. Grubbs gets it back. Long pass, Emgarden. They might pull it out and just play for the final shot. And Grubbs will slow it down with 30 to go. Stanton tries to trap, so Grubbs passes to Emgarden on the right side. Emgarden's got to be careful near half court. She gets it to Grubbs, who goes right back to Emgarden. Burmeister, step on Stevens, makes the pass. Rasmussen, corner three. Bang! Molly Rasmussen knocks one down, 31-16. 10 seconds left here in the half. Here's Stevens with an out, or Johnson with an out top, picks up her dribble, goes to Stevens. Stevens doesn't know much time's left, and Stanton does not get a shot off to end the half. Not the half the Vi Queens were hoping for, but I would say Exira Horn-Kimballton will take that every day. The way they played in the first 16 minutes, they play that way in the next 16 minutes. They're on their way to Des Moines. 31-16, Spartans at the break. We'll take a break. Halftime coverage coming up here in a moment.
very best in convenience, it's Cubby's. Stop in today for hot and fresh food, plus that local spirit that you'll always find at Cubby's. And when it comes to pizza at Cubby's, with every large pizza sold, Cubby's gives $1 to the local school district with the Raise Some Dough program. In fact, Cubby's contributed $29,855 in 2021 to local schools for educational and athletic purposes. Just another reason to stop, shop, and eat at Cubby's. For the Cubby's near you, go to Cubby's.com.
If you're looking for unlimited super fast internet you can always rely on, look no further than FMTC's fiber internet. With so much relying on your internet these days, you need a connection you can trust. You can work from home, video chat, stream your favorite TV shows, and more without worrying about the stability of your internet. You could have what everyone else wishes they had.
Your connection to the world, FMTC.
You dream about living in the country? Make your dream a reality with specialized lending from Rural First. Whether you want an acreage to build your dream home or a wide open space for your kids to play, Rural First has the financing to get you closer to what matters. Visit ruralfirst.com. NMLS IDs 407249, 579135, and 628123. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to eligibility and approval.
Coaching great John Wooden once said, "It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen." Just as in the world of sports, this quote is vital to the work that we do at Hackett Livingston Funeral Home in Shenandoah. We take care of all the details so that you can focus on what is most important, caring for your family and healing. Hackett Livingston Funeral Home, serving all of Southwest Iowa since 1951.
HawkeyeFord.com. It's where you'll find a complete selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. It's also where you can estimate your trade-in value and receive a no-hassle quote. Since 1988, Hawkeye Ford has been offering a high level of customer service and a commitment to making the process of buying your vehicle an enjoyable one. They strive to deliver 100% satisfaction every time you visit their location on Highway 34 east of Red Oak or on their 24/7 location, HawkeyeFord.com.
Or at halftime here in Atlantic tonight, Exira HK could not miss in the first half from beyond the arc, and that's why they have a 31-16 lead going into the break. They were out to an early 9-0 lead, led 15-7 after one. Stanton had a chance to cut this lead down. It was down to as little as 8. It seems like every time they get it down to about 8 or 9. They had it down to 6, actually, early second quarter. Exira HK hits a 3, gets it back up to 9. They got it up to 11. Stanton got it down to 8. What's Exira HK do? They get it back up to 11, and they actually close the half on a 9-2 run to make it 31-16. Quinn Grubb, 16 points already for her. She's hit 4 triples from that. Molly Rasmussen's got 9 points. She's hit 3 trays. And they've also got 6 points from Shea Burmeister. So halftime here in Atlantic tonight, Exira HK hoping that they're 16 minutes away from a state tournament berth. I go back to last year. I did the regional final game against Lennox. That was in Winterset. They had a 20-point halftime lead evaporate. They ended up winning that game, pulling away late to beat Lennox. But I wonder if that's not a talking point in the locker room of Coach Tom Peterson's team is, hey, let's not get complacent. This is a really good team. We remember last year how close things came after building a big lead. Let's try not to do that again. So it'll be fun to watch that in the second half. We're at halftime here tonight in Atlantic. We're going to step aside. You might have heard last night on the KM Airwaves, it was a big win for the Red Oak boys. The Tigers beat Trainer in a thrilling overtime battle thanks to some heroics from Baylor Berggren at the buzzer. We're going to hear the interviews from last night with Berggren and Coach Spencer Plank as the Tigers now get ready to play in a sub-state final on Saturday night against Van Meter.
I got a lot of emotions in my mind right now. I'm just excited. I mean, that's the obvious answer, but that's the clear answer. I mean, we expected this, and we had some adversity. We got behind, but no one gave up. And I mean, you saw that. I mean, everyone else probably thought it was over, but we didn't, and that's what brought us back in the game. We believed, and that's all it took.
Take me through that last possession of overtime. You guys called timeout. What was the plan going into that final possession?
Just to pick and roll and to go to the rim, and if the layup's there, then take it, and if the kick out's there, then kick it out. And I wanted the ball in my hand, and Coach gave it to me, and I mean, the rest is history. There's not much to say.
What about the end of regulation? You guys are down by 3, and Hunter hits the crazy shot there at the horn. What was going through your mind then?
Well, we knew what we wanted to run on the inbounds play, so what we ran, we had pre-set up. We'd practiced it, and so I just got the ball, and I was supposed to look for shooters, and I gave him the ball, and he did the rest. I mean, it's a fantastic shot. He banked it, but hey, I don't know if he called it, but I'm going to say he did.
What about just the guts of this team to battle back? You guys were down, I think, by as much as 11 there towards the end of the game. What from your group, where did you guys have to dig down to try to come back in this one?
I mean, we had to do those and just kind of play complacent and let the game run out and leave it at 11-point loss. But, I mean, we weren't satisfied with that. That's not what we wanted, and we had to go out and take it and get that game back, and that's exactly what we did.
You guys are going to a sub-state final on Saturday. What's it going to take to get a win Saturday and go to the state tournament?
I think it's keep doing what we're doing. I mean, we aren't playing perfect, but we're doing everything at 100%, and we're busting our butts every play, defense, offense, and if it's a mistake, we just got to shake it off and keep playing. I think just keep doing what we're doing, really.
Well, you know, we work really hard, and I know that's kind of cliche, but we do, and we were kind of waiting for the ball to bounce our way. We've had a couple breaks this year. We had a couple games that didn't go our way at the end.
Overtime, tie game, you called timeout. What was the look there, and how were you guys able to execute that?
So we actually had 2 options, and we work on late game situations in practice. We had 2 options there. We chose to pick and roll with Baylor because he's stronger with the ball, and it's that senior mindset where I'm not going to lose this game, and so I knew he's a strong kid. Put our shooters in the corner, and all he needs is an angle. Once he got that angle, he's able to get to the middle of the lane and toss it up, and the ball bounced in. So the mindset there was get the ball to your strongest guard, who's a senior, and let him go win the game. So.
What about the end of regulation? Trainer makes a free throw to go up by 3. You guys get the ball into the front court, and Hunter hits kind of the fadeaway bank 3. What was going on that play?
Well, again, we work on that stuff in practice, and I will say we didn't execute it exactly how we're supposed to, which is pretty obvious. But I told Baylor to run the 1 because I wanted, again, shooters in the corner, and so once Hunter was available, Baylor made the very unselfish play of getting the ball up the court. And that takes some guts to do, to know that I only have 2 seconds left, and I'm not going to take the shot. I'm going to get it to somebody who's more open. So the ball banked in, and, again, it was lucky. It's not fair for a team to have to go down like that, but credit to our guys for working so hard and creating their own luck.
What about leading up to that point? You forced 3 turnovers in a row. You put the press on. What about your defense down the stretch that was able to keep you in this game?
Well, we actually are a better team when we play fast, and so maybe we should have pressed all game. I don't know. But again, it's kind of that never die attitude. When you have a group of seniors, they're not going. That's why March is such a beautiful thing, and February for high school is such a beautiful thing, because seniors aren't going to lose easy. And so we pretty much told the boys it's either a steal or a foul, and got several steals, got several fouls. And at the end, like I said, the ball bounced our way. So,
going to a sub-state final on Saturday against Van Meter. What's it going to take to get a win against them and go to the state tournament?
Well, I don't know anything about them except their record, so obviously it's going to be a tough task. They'll be one of the best teams we played all year, and we know that, but we purposely didn't look ahead at all, obviously, because you can't look past a team like Trinity. I mean, these guys are in the district championship every single year. They do things the right way. They play defense the right way, second in the state in points allowed per game. So we did no looking ahead at all. That's for tomorrow, so we'll get some film in the next couple days, get a couple practices in, and see what we can do.
Welcome back to Atlantic here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader with you as we start the third quarter. Exira HK up 31-16. Somebody is 16 minutes away from the state tournament. Whether the 6th appearance for Exira HK or the first for Stanton in almost 100 years. But the Vikings have their work cut out for them right now. Exira HK hit 9 3-pointers in the first half. That's a good game, let alone a half. And they hit 5 of the first quarters. They've got the basketball as well to start the second half. Molly Rasmussen with the left side. They'll go in the lane. Emgarden gets by the defender and lays it in. And Macy Emgarden kind of quiet tonight. Strikes first for Exira HK to start the second half, and it's 33-16. Here's Stevens with it. Right side Johnson. Bounce pass Sandin. Sandin will drive in. Contested shot left short. The Stanton crowd wanted a foul. It's not called, and Partridge gets the rebound. Here's Rasmussen right back to Grubbs. She'll step back, launch a three. She's still got it. Quinn Grubbs with 19, and it's up to 20 at 36-16 in favor of Exira EHK. Johnson with it on the left side. It will go to Sandin. Right back to Johnson, who goes to Burke. Burke to Silva. Silva to Johnson. Beats her defender. Johnson, tough shot, contested shot, left short. Rebound, Macy Emgarden. Good backside help that time from the Exira HK defense. And they'll bring it up and across. On the right side, Rasmussen. Now they go to Lane Emgarden and kick ball. And it will stay with Exira HK. 6:23 left in the third. Rasmussen to Grubbs. Long swing pass. Emgarden open three. They missed one. But then the rebound, Partridge, and draws the foul on Stevens. That's her third. And Elisa Partridge. And actually, that'll be on Silva, her first. I thought they were going to get Stevens with that, but they call it on Silva. And here's a free throw from Elisa Partridge. It's there, and it's 37-16. Stanton 24-0 on the year. That's 0 in the last column. Looking as grim as it has all season. But they're down 22 points with 6:10 left in the third. And Coach Dave Snyder wants a timeout. He'll get one, and we'll take one with him. 6:06 left here in the third. 38-16 Exira HK leading. Here on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com.
Dream about living in the country? Make your dream a reality with specialized lending from Rural First. Whether you want an acreage to build your dream home or a wide open space for your kids to play, Rural First has the financing to get you closer to what matters. Visit ruralfirst.com. NMLS IDs 407249, 579135, and 628123. Equal housing lender. Loan subject to eligibility and approval.
Well, welcome back to Atlantic here on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader with you tonight. Girls Class 1A Regional Final action. Exira, Horn-Kimballton all over Stanton at this point. They've scored the first 7 of this half. And they've got the basketball. Does Stanton with Leah Sandin inbounding it. And Stanton right now down 22, 24-0 on the year. They've got 21 minutes to spark a miraculous comeback. When you've only scored 16 points in the first 16 minutes, that's going to be hard to do. Missed shot Silva. Stevens rebound putback is there. Makes it 38-18. Jenna Stevens has only 4 tonight. Here's Grubbs to Rasmussen. Rasmussen in the lane. Partridge makes a bounce pass and lays it in, does Partridge. 40-18. And Stanton defensively probably going to have to start getting kind of risky. Burke, step back tray from her is there. 40-21. Abby Burke has been the spark for Stanton and what they've been able to do offensively tonight. She's got 11. And it's 40-21. Emgarden to Grubbs in the lane. Partridge, she's double teamed, kicks it out. Burmeister, Rasmussen back to Partridge. Loose ball, stolen away by Silva. And now Stanton will break the Exira HK pressure with Stevens. Right side, Sandin, and there's a foul on the floor, an offensive foul on Stanton. They're going to say it was on Stevens. That's her third. Was away from the ball, and Now Riley Burke will come in. Brooklyn Silva will check out. Exira HK gets it back 40-21. Here's Rasmussen, right side three. They still make them 43-21. Molly Rasmussen into double figures, and the hot three-point shooting did not cool off for Exira HK at the halftime break. Riley Burke, a three, no good, off the iron, gets the rebound. Has it punched away by Emgarden. It'll stay with Stanton. On the inbound, Stevens lays one in, and it's now 43-23 with 4.5 to go. In the lane, Rasmussen. Long pass, Grubbs. Grubbs will just lay one up and banks it through over Stevens. She's got 21. 45-23 is our score. Burke to Johnson. Johnson trying to spin through the defender. Goes up, lays it in, and one. Marley Johnson cuts it down to a 20-point deficit at 45-25. And if you're Stanton, if you're going to have any shot of coming back, you've got to score at the free throw line when the opportunity presents itself, which they don't. She misses that one, and Quinn Grubbs gets the rebound. Grubbs, right side, Burmeister. Back to Grubbs. Will go in the lane, Partridge. Kicks it out to Burmeister, overthrew her. And it goes out of bounds back to Stanton. 3:33 to go here in the third. Exira HK leading by 20. Marley Johnson will bring it across to Riley Burke. She'll shoot an open three. No good. Rebound by Burmeister. And laying it in the other way is Elisa Partridge. She's got 6. Back up to 47-25. Johnson to Stevens. Sanded off a screen. Misses a three out top. Rebound fought for, and they're going to get the foul on the floor. I think it's going to be on Exira EHK, and it will be. Burke was fighting for it. She was fighting with Emgarden. That's the third on Emgarden. She'll come out. Nelson will come in. 47-25. Exira HK leading, 3 minutes left here in the third. Johnson, left corner in the lane. Stevens can't get the shot to go, but she's fouled. And Jenna Stevens will go to the free throw line. 2:57 left here in the third. That foul's on Nelson, her first, and Stevens knocks down the first one. 47-26. Here's the next one from Stevens. It's good as well, 47-27. She's worked her way up to 8 points. 3 to go here in the third. Long pass, Partridge, beat her defender, blocked by Johnson, out of bounds, last touch by Johnson. Johnson and Stevens were both there. And Exira HK will inbound it to Burmeister. Burmeister, 2, no good. Rebound by Johnson for Stanton. Marley Johnson will bring it across. Lots of contact. They call the block. Burmeister was trying to draw the charge. I think that's the right call to not call the charge there. Burmeister was by no means set. That's the first on her. 4th team foul on Exira HK. Johnson with it out top. Now to Burke. Burke back to Johnson. Stolen away Grubbs. Grubbs read that well. She's got numbers. Grubbs to the hoop. Steps around her defender. Lays it in. And Quinn Grubb's magnificent night continues. She's got 23, and it's back up to 49-27. Johnson dribbles around a defender, misses the shot, rebounded by Nelson. And then a whistle and a foul on Stanton. And that might be on Marley Johnson. And that's her third. So Stevens and Johnson both now playing with 3. As Grubbs will walk it across to Rasmussen. Back to Grubbs. Long pass Burmeister. Another long pass Rasmussen. Last touch by her, out of bounds. Minute 55 left here in the third, and we'll get a whistle and a timeout taken by Exira HK head coach Tom Peterson. We'll take one with them here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com.
Great John Wooden once said, "It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen." Just as in the world of sports, this quote is vital to the work that we do at Hackett Livingston Funeral Home in Shenandoah. We take care of all the details so that you can focus on what is most important, caring for your family and healing. Hackett Livingston Funeral Home, serving all of Southwest Iowa since 1951.
HawkeyeFord.com. It's where you'll find a complete selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. It's also where you can estimate your trade-in value and receive a no-hassle quote. Since 1988, Hawkeye Ford has been offering a high level of customer service and a commitment to making the process of buying your vehicle an enjoyable one. They strive to deliver 100% satisfaction every time you visit their location on Highway 34 east of Red Oak or on their 24/7 location, HawkeyeFord.com.
Well, minute 55 left here in the third. Exira HK leading Stanton 49-27. Girls Class 1A regional final action here in the KMA Extreme. Marley Johnson with the basketball for Stanton coming out of the timeout. They go right side to Leah Sandin. Sandin goes to the hoop, gets the layup to go, and it's 49-29. Exira HK brings it across Grubbs. 23 for her tonight. Burmeister back to Grubbs. Bounce pass to Burmeister. Rasmussen gets it out top. Goes right back to Burmeister. Back to Rasmussen. A minute 15 left here in the third. Exira HK slowing it down a little bit. Grubbs now to the hoop. Grubbs, tough shot. Good shot from Quinn Grubbs. She's got 25. She has just taken over this game. 51-29. Riley Burke will launch a long two off the iron, too strong. Quinn Grubbs had the rebound, run out to Partridge. Partridge will pull it out and slow it down under a minute left in the quarter. Grubbs will just go, bounce past Rasmussen, stolen away by Burke. Burke picks up her dribble, though. Goes to Stevens. 35 left here in the third. Stevens to Sandin. Offensive foul called on Stevens. Her and Partridge made contact. That's the fourth on Jenna Stevens. They call the charge. And with 32 seconds left here in the third, Exira HK gets the basketball back. 25 seconds left here in the third. Rasmussen to Grubbs. Now they go high-low, but they'll kick it back to Burmeister. They're going to play for the final shot of the quarter. Bounce pass to Partridge. Got behind the defense, misses a shot. Stevens gets the rebound. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Johnson brings it up. Kicks it out here. Stevens, 3 at the horn. Good. And we'll go to the fourth. 51-32. Exira HK in control of Stanton. The Spartans 8 minutes away from another trip to Des Moines. We're back here in 60 seconds of the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com.
Iowa Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
When buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always a great choice. Legacy Mutual Insurance in Clarinda is a local company and has served communities in Southwest Iowa since 1870. We have independent agents ready to help you with your farm, home, and auto coverage. Go to our website at legacymutualia.com for a complete listing of our agents. For over 150 years, your family's needs and success have been our priority. That's our legacy at Legacy Mutual Insurance.
Well, we go to the fourth here in Atlantic, 51-32, Exira HK leading Stanton. This girls class 1A regional final. It has gone just the way I'm sure Exira HK drew it up. Now they're just trying to hold on. Here's Riley Burke, a three for Stanton to start the quarter. Knocks it down, 51-35. I think Exira HK will slow this game down. They know Stanton can score in droves, although they got their backs against the wall. In terms of a 16-point deficit, Johnson with 3 fouls, Stevens with 4, but they're gonna be looking for easy shots. Here's Grubbs to Rasmussen, back to Grubbs. Or you just give the ball to Quinn Grubbs and let her do her thing. That wouldn't be a bad strategy either. They go Rasmussen right back to Grubbs. Grubbs to Partridge. Deflected, stolen away by Johnson. Johnson pushes it across. Right side Sandin, who goes to Stevens. Stevens, one dribble back to Sandin. Sandin, contested shot, left short. Not probably the shot choice they wanted there. Quinn Grubbs there to grab the rebound for Exira HK. Now Grubbs with it to Burmeister. Burmeister will pull it out, bounce pass Rasmussen. Rasmussen will attack, blocked. Oh, they're going to call the foul on Burke late. And that's going to put Molly Rasmussen at the free throw line. 6:36 left here in regulation. Exira HK has scored the first 9. Rasmussen makes the first one. They led by 8 at the break. They couldn't miss from deep early on. Here's the next one from Rasmussen. Gets that one to roll in as well. 53-35 with 6.5 to go. Johnson to Burke. Burke will drive in, kicks it out. Stevens, left corner. Stevens will attack. Tough shot. Banks it in, though. Jenna Stevens has found a way to get herself 13 points, 53-37. With 6 minutes to go, Rasmussen 3, that time no good. Emgarden, Burke fight for the rebound. Emgarden gets it. And then Coach Tom Peterson calls a timeout to maintain possession. We'll take one with him, 6:04 left, 53-37 Exira HK.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We got 6:04 left in this one, 53-37. Exira HK leading Stanton in this girls Class 1A regional final. And the Spartans have the basketball coming out of the timeout. They inbound it to Elisa Partridge, who goes to Emgarden. Emgarden blocked by Johnson. Burmeister tracks it down in the corner. And now they'll pull it back out and slow things down. And Abby Burke foul scrubs out top. That's the 6th team foul on Stanton, so the next one's going to put Exira HK in the bonus for the rest of the game. 5:50 left. This could be a long 6 minutes at that rate. Grubbs to Partridge. Now to Burmeister, right back to Partridge. Long pass, Grubbs. Almost stolen by Stanton. They go Emgarden, right back to Burmeister. Right back to Burmeister again. And this is the part of basketball where those that have lobbied for a shot clock for a long time are going to brag next year. They've been able to burn 45 seconds. Emgarden, Partridge, Burmeister to Grubbs. Loose ball into the hands of Emgarden. Misses the shot. Rebound by Burke. 5 minutes to go. Johnson driving in. Will kick out to Abby Burke. Burke contested three. They're going to say that was blocked. Rebound to Lisa Partridge. The Stanton crowd doesn't feel that it was blocked, but it was blocked. Exira HK gets it back. Grubbs to Partridge. Grubbs in the corner. Long pass. Rasmussen drives in. Emgarden gets the putback. Macy Emgarden, only 4 points for her tonight, makes it 55-37. And a timeout taken by Stanton head coach Dave Snyder. We'll take one with 4:17 to go here in the KMA Extreme.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is your leading agricultural retailer of crop inputs and expert solutions. And they're your choice in the region for top-of-the-line products and customer service. When nothing short of the best is your standard, talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Missouri, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, Iowa for fall application and products. Nutrien Ag Solutions, growing your crops and your bottom line.
Find your place at Northwest Missouri State University. From day one, experience a university like no other. In the classroom, you'll find career-ready academic programs and hands-on learning, not to mention championship sports teams and clubs. Find your passion and your people. Plus, textbooks and a fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition, with $19 million in scholarships and aid available. They also have a 97% placement rate. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
4:17 left, 55-37. Exira HK leading the Spartans. Not far away from their 6th state tournament appearance and second in a row. That's just as Exira HK, their 6th state tournament appearance. Riley Burke hands it off Leah Sandin. Out to Stevens. In the lane, Johnson. Johnson double team, kicks out Riley Burke. Three, no good, off the iron. Gets the rebound. And then is fouled on the arm. That is the 4th team foul on Exira. Make that 5th team foul on Exira HK. Stand on the inbound. Johnson out to Stevens. Stevens goes to Riley Burke. Burke, right side Sandin. Sandin, and a foul on the floor, and that's the 6 on Exira HK. That one's on Elisa Partridge, her second. And then another foul on the inbound. And that's going to put Stanton in the bonus. 3 quick fouls by Exira HK. That's on Rasmussen, her first. 55-37. Stevens knocks down the first one. She's got 14, 11, 12 of which have came in the second half. The next one from her, no good. Rebound Emgarden. 3:45 remaining. Grubbs to Emgarden. Emgarden will kick it back out to Burmeister. Right back to Emgarden. Here's Quinn Grubbs. She'll attack, bounce pass. Partridge lays it up and in. And Elisa Partridge with 8 now. And it's 57-38, 3.5 to go. Jenna Stevens with it in the lane to Johnson. Johnson, turnaround, short shot from her, no good. They fight for the rebound. Macy Emgarden is the one that comes up with it. And we're down to 3 minutes left. Here's Grubbs to the hoop. Grubbs lays it short, but draws the foul. And she will go to the line. Stanton 24-0 on the year. They rolled through the corner conference. Got here. Grubbs misses the first one. This is an Exira HK team that they're very adamant they wanted to face. Although tonight, might have questioned that after about 16 minutes with the way Exira HK was hitting threes early on. Grubbs misses both. Marley Johnson gets the rebound. Under 3 to go. Johnson up the floor. Here's Sandin. Buries what they call a 3. 57-41. With 2:45 left. Burmeister blows by her defender. Goes Partridge to Grubbs. Long pass from Partridge back to Burmeister. 2.5 remaining. Emgarden high-low will hand it back off to Grubbs. Back to Emgarden. Now to Burmeister to Emgarden. Emgarden lost it. They call the foul on the arm, though. And that was on Marley Johnson, her 4th. That's the 8th team foul on Stanton. So Emgarden to the line for a 1-and-1. And Emgarden knocks down the first one, 58-41. With 2:21 to go. Emgarden misses the second one. Rebound punched out of bounds. It'll go to Stanton. Exira HK last year with pretty much the same team. Only had 8 girls on their roster. Got to the state tournament. They won a game against MMCRU before losing to Bishop Garrigan in the semis. They'd love to get back, and they're 2 minutes from doing so. Sandin, pass down a low to Burke underneath the hoop. Riley Burke pulls it out, goes to Jenna Stevens. Stevens lays one in. She's got 16. 58-43. And when you look at the stat line, you'll say, well, Stevens had 16, Burke had 11. A lot of those were late when they were chasing a big deficit. Rasmussen with it, 90 to go. Now to Emgarden. Back out top, Quinn Grubbs. Grubbs to Emgarden. Back to Rasmussen. To Emgarden, right back to Rasmussen. And a foul on the arm on Leah Sandin with 1:17 left. Glenwood is rolling tonight. The Rams on their way to another trip to state. Meanwhile, in Council Bluffs, Underwood was up on Trainer in the 4th as Rasmussen knocks down the first. She's got 15, 59-43. Next one, no good from her. Stevens gets a rebound. And then a whistle and a foul at Exira HK. That's going to be on Grubbs. So Quinn Grubbs 25, Molly Rasmussen 15. When that duo is on, Exira HK is a tough out. Of course, in Class 1A, everything as it has the last couple years kind of runs through Newell Fonda. Johnson buries the front end of a 1-and-1, makes it 59-44. Then you've got Garrigan as well with Audie Crooks, Division I prospect. They're probably the 2 favorites, but the Spartans are a team that I think can put a scare in some people in Des Moines next week. Johnson knocks down the second one, 59-45. And then a foul on Abby Burke as she fouled Burmeister, and we'll walk the other way for some more free throws. Minute 12 left. Exira HK scored the first 9. It was 15-7. Burmeister makes the first one. Then it was 20-11. Stanton hit a couple of threes, got it down to 5. He thought maybe that was the point where the game was on. Or it was 22-16 rather. And then it was a strong end to the half with a missed free throw and there might have been a line violation. An offensive foul on Riley Burke. They're going to say she pushed off. So another free throw coming for Shea Burmeister. That'll actually be 2 of them. It was 31-16. Exira HK going to the break. They scored the first 6 of the second half and really kind of put this one out of reach. And Burmeister knocks down the first one, 61-45. She's got 9. The next one from her, no good. Marley Johnson gets the rebound. 1:05 to go. Riley Burke with on the left side. Drives in, picks up her dribble. Out to Stevens. Stevens will attack, goes up, banks one in. She's got 18. 61-47, and we've got a foul. On Stanton, we'll go the other way with some free throws. That's on Marley Johnson. So Marley Johnson's fantastic junior season will come to a close. She'll check out, and I imagine Stanton, this loss is going to hurt a lot. There's Burmeister at the free throw line. Gets the first one to go. We'll get a timeout taken by Stanton. We'll keep it here. This loss probably going to sting a lot for the Vikings, but they don't have any seniors on their roster, so would not be surprised at all if they're back here in a very similar spot a year from now. Exira HK, you look at their roster. They've got Partridge and Rasmussen that are seniors in M Garden, so they're going to lose a little bit, but they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about how they can get to Des Moines and what things are going to look like for them when they do get to Des Moines. Underwood pulling away from Trainer late, 31-18. That's been a very defensive battle tonight. The Eagles look like they're on their way to the state tournament. That's got to be a win that feels good for Underwood. Last year, they were up by double digits in the fourth quarter against Trainer. Saw that lead evaporate, lost on some free throws very late in that game. They're on their way. Glenwood was up 37 going into the fourth, so they're on their way to Des Moines. See if I can find a Nottoway Valley score. And Nottoway Valley is down 13 going into the fourth. This is the next one from Shea Burmeister, who has 12 points tonight. Make it 13. She knocks down that one, and it's 63-47. And the Stanton starters will come off to an applause. Exira HKs will do the same. They know they are headed to the state tournament. In 50.1 seconds. So Stanton will bring it up and across. With some reserves in the game, 40 seconds to go. With the basketball for Stanton was Lexi Frank. Now here's a shot that is long by Hannah Olson. Rebounded, though, by Lauren Johnson. And then a shot no good by Stanton. Rebound by Exira HK and a jump ball with 27 seconds to go. And Exira HK will get it back. So Burmeister had 13. They had 12 from Rasmussen. Big night from Quinn Grubbs. Started hot. There's a swat out of bounds. It'll stay with Exira HK. 14 to go. And they'll inbound it with 13. We'll dribble out the final minutes. We'll get a 3 from the left side. No good. Loose ball. Long rebound. We'll go out of bounds with 4.8 left. But it'll be Exira HK basketball for the final 4.8 seconds. They will dribble it out after a 3 by Stanton, and that's how this one ends. A fast start for Exira HK, and they're going back to Des Moines for the 6th time in program history and the 2nd year in a row as they dogpile on the court. Their season continues on. Heartbreak for Stanton tonight. Their perfect season comes to a close. 63-47 is our final. We will take a break. Back in 30 seconds here on KMA Extreme.
America is choosing to be a healthier nation. That's why so many people choose a Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned, and they offer a full range of vitamins, non-prescription medicines, cold remedies, and convenient items for you and your family. And when it comes to having a prescription filled, you can always count on your Health Mart family pharmacist to do it right. Take your next prescription to Oakland Pharmacy, your independently owned Health Mart pharmacy in Oakland. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Well, Exira HK is back in the state tournament. 63-47 is the final, and that's their 6th appearance in program history, at least on the Exira HK moniker, that they are going to the state tournament. They'll now wait and see who they will face next week in girls Class 1A action. They couldn't miss early on. They led 15-7 after 1, 31-16 at the break. Then I think the key was starting fast in the second half. They scored the first 7, and that was all she wrote for Stanton. They couldn't get any closer. Big night from Quinn Grubbs. 25 points from her. Shea Burmeister pitched in 13. Molly Rasmussen had 12 in the victory. So Exira HK, they now are 23-1 on the year. Stanton, their season comes to a close at 24-1. Jenna Stevens led them with 18 points. Only had 2 in the first half, though. Picked up foul trouble early on. And that was kind of the difference in the game. This is a team, though, I think will be back in a very similar spot next year. All the full rundown available later on tonight, KMAland.com. We've got more fun coming up tomorrow night. Derek Martin will be in Harlan. Denison Schleswig taking on Harlan. Boys 3A Sub-State semifinal action on KMA 960. You've been listening to Iowa High School girls basketball on the Agrivision Equipment Tournament Trail on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com. Saying so long from Atlantic for KMA Sports. I'm Trevor Mader. Thanks for listening, and have a great night.